safe. I can't even see out the window. Cool is arriving home safe. Adjusting your mirrors, walking around the vehicle 360, both hands on the steering wheel, 9 and 3, and concentrating on the drive ahead so you can arrive home alive.
See you loose. Hey, chem reps, we work after hours, not like the range and pasture do. You know, I probably should do a 360 before I leave. Tyler, I could have ran over you.
When traveling over 55,000 miles for the average sales rep in the range and pasture business, it's really important to always pay attention and watch for dogs, bears, coyotes, and any other animals on the road. Don't swerve, just hit them.
Hurricane Harvey slammed into Texas over the weekend, bringing widespread flooding, power outages, and severe destruction. Drone footage, while providing a unique bird's-eye view of the damage, captured the severity of the flooding in and around Houston. As of Monday morning, FEMA Administrator Brock Long said he expects the storm to drive about 30,000 people into shelters, and 450,000 people will seek some sort of disaster assistance, though he warns those numbers could easily fluctuate. Around 13 million people are under flood watches, and warnings stretch from Corpus Christi to New Orleans, according to CNN.
Should I risk it? Nah. I work for Dow. When it comes to safety, I don't risk it.
Can you be seen behind a large vehicle? Let's find out how far back you have to be in order for a large moving vehicle to see you. As you can tell from the inside of this vehicle and this close to this slow moving large combine, I can't see left or right, and neither can he. Now let's see how far back I have to go in order for the combine to see me in his mirror. As you can see, it's a long distance back before the combine driver can see me, 60 feet to be exact. And that's not even far enough in some cases for a slow-moving vehicle to see you. So as we come to combine and harvest season, and when we're behind sprayers and following other large equipment, we need to remember to keep a safe following distance. The other important thing is to keep the left driver's tire of your vehicle in line with their driver's side tire, and make sure you can see them in the mirror just as well as they can see you in the mirror. Seeing a large moving vehicle coming down the road means on a 2-lane highway, I always try to pull over.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hey, just want to take a second to remind everybody, I know we're all rushing here at the end of the year to finish up, make one more stop at the end of the day, squeeze in one more customer. And I know how important that is, but the main importance is to make sure we arrive home safe. So when we're driving, we're behind the wheel of the vehicle, make sure we got our hands on the wheel, our eyes scanning the road, scanning our surroundings, being safe, making sure we get to that point B. I know even just driving down the road in the truck with us, there's a lot of distractions. We can need to adjust the GPS, even put on our sunglasses, change the radio station, maybe even grab a drink. All those little things take away seconds that count when we need to be paying attention to the road. So make sure we're aware, we're observant, we're staying focused on safety and making sure we get to point B, and therefore we're getting home safely to our families.
So, Dad, we're coming up on the shucks and harvest season. Tell me, how many farms will you be planning to deliver to this season?
We'll probably go to about 10 different people, and most of them fairly local. Some of them we've been to a lot of times. Some are a lot easier to get into than others. A lot of times after dark, they're all horrible. But my place here is the best, and we have a pole light, and we use it to get in here after dark, because a lot of our work takes place from 8 in the evening till midnight, sometimes 12:30, and to keep the plant running, we need to keep the trucks rolling. We load one, and then while you're delivering that load, they fill the other one. So you use a 2-truck rotation, and we fill in 2 different locations. So we run 4 trucks, and we actually have a 5th one there, and we use it for a spare, and we use it every other day. So it's not supposed to have to use it, but every other day it seems like we need it. So 5 is about what we run, and it's pretty exciting. What they do is huge. A lot of acres, a lot of people, a lot of employees, and there's a whole harvesting operation going on that we don't get close to, that we barely see, that is orchestrated extremely well, in that they know which fields they're supposed to go to, they know what hybrid is there, and then we keep track of it all the way through the system. Whereas me, I'm a trash hauler. When it gets to us, as long as we keep moving, no one really cares, and that's fine. And some of the safety things that we worry about is a lot of stuff happens after dark. Most all our people are wearing reflective type vests or belts. Everyone that's on the dock where the truck's back into is reflective. Everybody knows their job. We try and keep people up there to a minimum. It's the important people are those that unload the trucks. In my area, it's a little bit dark at times and a little bit not well lit. So we like to keep track of people, in that we do move trucks ahead, and we will ask people to be in a spot where we can see them, either through our mirrors, or if they're on the catwalk, we know that's a safe place. Most of our trucks are wired that when you start the truck, the headlights come on. And that seems to be, everybody says, well, pull that fuse out. It's like, no, if someone is in front of a truck and you can't see them under the nose, and the headlights come on, those guys are going, what's going on? We're going to get run over. So we use that for safety. And it does get kind of long hours, and trucking fatigue is part of the program. And we're one of those guys that we eat well and drink a lot of tea, and you do your job and do it well. And when you are tired, we go find someone to replace you and take an hour or two and rest and get your wheels back under you.
What is one of the helpful tips that you've learned through the years that helps to remind you of driver safety, especially when you're backing?
We had a pink semi, and it's hard to be manly in a pink semi. And it did have some stickers on the mirrors, on the outside mirrors on each side, and they said goal on them. And then in fine print on that sticker, it said go out and look, which was your goal to be very safety. And that stuck with me. Even though we don't have the pink truck, we still have 13-letter manure spreaders, internationals. But that stuck with me over the years, that if you're not sure where you're at, it really takes so little time to get out of your truck and walk back and see what is behind you and try and line up your backing up. And we kind of compare it to a golf swing. You spend quite a bit of time before you hit the ball, practicing your swing. Well, why wouldn't you get out and look and try and line your truck up a little bit like a golf swing, in that you will be a lot better off, and nothing is cheap to fix anymore. So if you back into something and wreck a door or back into someone's car, there's no $300 dents anymore. There's no $300 door fixes. They're all $1,000 to $5,500. And we're what we call hot loading. We cannot do without our equipment if we would do a dumb mistake. And that's getting a little aggressive with the language, but we try and minimize. We know accidents can happen and you can get stuck and things like that, but if you back into the guy's tractor that's pushing the silage, just because you didn't have time to get out and look, it seems to me that that's kind of a worthless mistake.
Stop. Don't go that way. That PTO can wrap you up. You don't want to do that. Walk around. Let's just say you guys got caught in this. Let's just say this is a piece of clothing that you guys would have on your arms. This is a protective shaft that's on there, and you don't want to ever remove that because they can wrap your arm up and strip your arms off. So here's, I'm just assimilating that's a piece of clothing, so watch what happens. That'd be your arm, it'd be gone. You know, as a rep, you got to be thinking about farm safety all the time. Even though you might be the rep, the farmer's got so many things on his mind, and he might be thinking about the task or 2-3 tasks or the next day or the next week what has to be done. And it's all about getting home safely at night, whether it's for you or it's for the customer or it's for the farmer.